In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create your own AI chatbot for your business or your client's business in 5 minutes using ChatbotBuilder.ai. Now, this video is going to be broken into 3 different parts. The first being the setting up of the chatbot. The second part, why it is so valuable and why every single business needs this chatbot. And the third on being on how I'm implementing it in my own agency and some of the things I'm doing to stay ahead of the curve in 2024 and the years that are yet to come. Now, you may be wondering, who is this guy and why should I listen to him? So I put up some articles on the screen so that you kind of understand that I have some idea of what I'm talking about and I'm not just some phony. But I'm pretty much going to only speak about what has really worked for me, explain what I'm doing and how I've been able to quit my full-time job and do this throughout every single day and live my life on my own terms. So if that is something you're interested in, without any further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So as you can see, we're here on ChatbotBuilder.ai. This is their website. We have a little chat widget on the right hand corner, so if you have any questions you can ask in that as well, or in the community. They have amazing support. I'll link that down below. Now let's click this away. Now a huge plus, which I'm sure you can see right here on my screen, is that they are Meta business partners. Being verified is extremely crucial in this day and age, and this is a huge green flag from my perspective. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to click straight on sign up. So when you're doing this for the very first time, you should be great with either sign up with Facebook or Google or a few different other options. I personally always choose Facebook. That's just the easiest for me. Whatever fits you is what you will go with. And then it's going to ask you to create a chatbot. So I'm going to call this one Video Tutorial Elite Dental. Click on continue. And we now are greeted with the analytics dashboard. Now, so this is pretty much where you would see all of the information on your chatbot, from contacts to response time, etc. Now, the first thing we want to do is set up an AI chatbot. Now, there's 2 ways you can do this. So let's head on over to settings. From settings, I'm heading straight to integrations, scrolling down to prompt engineering, and this is the first section. So in this section, you will see prompt engineering. It says edit and disconnect, and auto GPT turned on. Now, very important to note, there's 2 crucial things you need to know when starting out with this AI chatbot. Is you have a welcome message and a default reply. So the welcome message is going to be whatever the user sees when they first interact with your chatbot, either on Facebook or website. And that can be anything from, welcome to our establishment, so on and so forth. How can we help you? Now, the default reply is the section where you put all of the business information in for the chatbot to reference. That's what's going to be used to answer the customer's questions. Now, there are 2 different sections you can set up this default reply. Section number 1 is under settings, integrations, prompt engineering. And the second section would be under flows. And then we would set it up through general right here and default reply. So out of the box, when you first log in, this is automatically on by default. You would click on edit, and this is where you would put in all of your business information and explain on how you want your chatbot to respond. So you would say you are a helpful assistant for Elite Dental. Always reply in a warm and friendly tone, and never more than 2 sentences. And then you would put down your business information. So when you click on continue, this is what the chatbot is going to now reference for its information. So everything that you speak to the chatbot about, it will reference everything you put into here. Now, don't click disconnect unless you want to use your own API key. And yes, you heard correct. So when you sign up with Chatbot Builder, you don't actually have to head on over to OpenAI and log in, create an account, whatnot, get the API key, come back here, put it in. You don't have to do that. The API key is already with the account. I believe it's 3.5 Turbo 16K, and it is efficient enough to do pretty much everything that you want it to do. So this is the first section to use this is the first section where you will have your chatbot reference information from. Now let's turn this off, click save, so that it does not pull any more information from here. Now what we're going to do is head on over to general, default reply, click on AI default reply, easy. Or if you have created a new default reply, the name that you chose for that one is what you will select in here as well. Then click on save, head on over to flows, and then head on over to AI default reply, easy. So as you can see, you're already greeted with a pre-made template for your default reply and a bunch of information here on how you can set this up. Now I'm actually going to walk you through the actual setup of this by clicking the little plus down here, clicking an action block, making this the first one, clicking on this, add content, actions, OpenAI. Here I'm going to select OpenAI, and we want it to generate text response. So that's already selected. Now we got the model, which is GPT 3.5 Turbo 16K. And this is the section where you would put all of your business information in. So pretty much for this, since it's Elite Dental, I've already done this. All you would do is click Control A, Control C to copy it all. Head on over to ChatGPT, create me a chatbot knowledge base using the info provided below, and then just paste it all down. Then it's going to spit this out for you. So the idea is, when you're doing a demo, you can do it really roughly like this. Just Control A, Control C, throw it into ChatGPT and let it create your chatbot for you. When you want to really make it a bit more detailed, you get all of the information that the client wants the chatbot to reference. So you will grab all of the information, put it in here, and ask to create you a chatbot knowledge base. And that's what you would just copy and paste into the bot, which I'm going to show you right now. So let's copy this, head on over to here. You're a helpful assistant for Elite Dental. Always respond in a warm and helpful tone. Now we're going to just paste all the business information down below and select a custom field. So save response to a custom field, AI default reply. Whatever custom field you choose, the response be saved in, you have to have the same custom field included into the second node, which I want to show you right after this. The idea is that when the user speaks to your chatbot, the information is processed and the answer is then sent through and saved into this custom field. So this custom field is pretty much what has the stored response from OpenAI to the user's question and provides that to the user. Now for functions, you have connect user to a human. For this one, we can disable it, but pretty much what happens is, if you want to have this feature, when an individual is speaking to your business or your client's business, and at some point they say, oh, I would like to speak to a human representative, the system will actually pick up on their intent and forward them to a human representative. Now, if you have invited them onto your Chatbot Builder account, particular team members who are responsible for doing that, then they will be notified however you want, via email, messenger, or any of the other methods that you choose. Now, for this one, we'll just leave this blank and click on continue. Now, the next thing that we want to do is drag this out and add content, text, and this is where we will put the custom field that we have saved the response in, which was AI default reply. Now, this is what the user will see. Whatever you type into this text field is what the user will receive. So if you type in, hey, how are you doing? The user will always see the message, hey, how are you doing? So however, putting in the custom field, although this is what it looks like for you, the user will always see the response generated by OpenAI. This is the output. Perfect. So we can make this the starting step, delete this for now. And we have set up our first AI chatbot already. Click on publish, and let's head on back and look at the welcome message. So when head on over to AI welcome message down here, create it to fit your business or your brand. For this one, we have an OpenAI text, and pretty much in here, as you can see, generate text 3.5 Turbo, and you can see you are a helpful assistant for curly brackets account name. Your goal is to say welcome on behalf of account name in a friendly tone and ask how you can help. So this will pull a name from what you named your account when you first created your chatbot. Now you can have this also purely as just text with a GIF and a welcome message in text, and that will also work. But for this example, let's add some content in the second node, and I'm going to choose GIF. I'm going to slide this up, click on this, and select welcome. I'll choose this one, hit publish, and then I'm going to preview this. So since we only have web chat connected right now, this is what we'll preview this on. And it's going to open up a new window and pretty much present you with the welcome message. This is the first message that all of your users or customers users see when they interact with their chatbot. Hello and welcome to Video Tutorial Elite Dental. How can I assist you today? So any message sent after this will activate the default reply, and the default reply will be responsible for responding to all of those questions. So let me ask it, what is your number? Now I'm going to check quickly. Look how quickly the response came in. Look how quickly the response came in. Our phone number is 773-307. Let's go to their website, 773-307. So as you can tell, it is referencing it perfectly. So it already knows the information that has been given and how to respond. And I'm actually going to do this in voice. My gum is bleeding and my tooth is sore. What could be the issue? So this is using OpenAI. So it will respond accordingly. I've sent a voice message. As you can see, it sent me a message extremely fast back. I'm sorry to hear that you're experiencing discomfort. Bleeding gums and tooth soreness can be a sign of gum disease or other dental issues. It's important to schedule an appointment with a dentist for a proper evaluation and treatment. Please call us to schedule a visit with our experienced professionals. So as you can see, it is extremely human-like. These aren't fixed responses. No, it will respond according to how the individual is speaking to it, which I think is absolutely amazing. So this is a chatbot built out in a very short amount of time. The next thing we want to do is connect a platform. So I'm going to go with Facebook today, and I'm going to also show you all the different channels that can be connected. Settings, channels. You can see you can connect to Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, Google Business, web chatbot, SMS, voice, Telegram, and email. So the variety is ridiculous. And when I was using, I believe, BotPress or VoiceFlow back in the day, one of my biggest struggles was integration. Integration to the channels. And it was an absolute nightmare because I had to learn a whole different language for that. And so this is pretty much a lifesaver. And I'm going to show you exactly how easy it truly is to set up. So all we're going to do is we've clicked on Facebook Messenger. This integration lets you create messenger bots. So we just simply click on this. Now you'll be greeted with this window right here. And what you want to do is ensure that when you head on over to edit settings, you give permissions for everything. This ensures the chatbot is running smoothly. You can read through all of it if you want. There's nothing, it's pretty much just ensures that the chatbot runs smoothly on your account. Then I'm going to click on continue as Asta. From here, I'm going to choose the page that I want the chatbot to be on. This is a demo account that I have created specifically for this reason. That is it. You have now connected your chatbot to your Facebook page. That's how easy it was. There was no coding, no crazy, additional steps to take. Absolutely incredible. And so I'm going to show you exactly that it works. So you're not saying, oh, he's just pressed a few buttons, but what does it actually mean? Does it actually work? So we're going to click on Innovate X Solutions. Before we click and get started, head on over to Settings. And this is where you're going to set up your welcome message. We're going to head on over to Channels, Facebook Messenger, and where it says Welcome Message, we're going to click on AI Welcome Message and click Save. Now we can go back to Facebook, refresh this, and click Get Started. And we should see the welcome message we have created. Get started. You can already see the typing animation popping up right there. And then you should be greeted with the GIF and the welcome message. Welcome to video tutorial Elite Dental. How can I assist you today? Perfect. The next message we send is going to trigger the default reply. So let me ask it. Hey, what's your number? Look at that response. Isn't that amazing? And you can customize it. I found the best thing to do is give it examples on how you want it to kind of respond. So for example, if you don't want can I assist you further, you could have do not respond with can I assist you further at the end of it or something like that. So if you want to see a video on that specifically, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to know how you can bulletproof your chatbot to not get prompt injected, then let me know in the comment section below and I'll be sure to create those videos for you. So as you can see, let me just ask it one more thing. Hey, I have no teeth left. And let's see what it says. There we go. I'm sorry to hear that. At Elite Dental, we offer a range of services including restoration treatments such as dental implants, dentures, and other solutions to help restore your smile and oral health. Feel free to contact us at number to schedule a consultation. Now, this is absolutely mind-blowing. We've gone through now on how to create your first AI chatbot, how to connect it to your Facebook, and now we're going to speak on the reasons why every single business needs this. Now, if the little light bulb hasn't gone up yet and gone ding, then I will explain to you on why this is so valuable. I'll also explain on the different functionalities that it has, some of the things it can do, which are absolutely insane. This system right here, when you head on over to Tools, you will see a quick overview of what it can actually do. It can respond to Facebook comments. It can sort out Facebook lead ads, automate rules, drip campaign, entry point links, QR code generator. So you can have a QR code generated where they just scan and interact with your chatbot. We have appointment scheduling. We have e-commerce. We have poll manager. We have got bot simulator. And I'm actually going to show you that right now. This is a super powerful tool when you're reaching out to potential customers and clients, because you're giving them a step above, just explain to them what it can do or showing what it does on a different website. You can show what it does on their website. So let's head on over to Elite Dental. Let's copy this link right here. Head back to Bot Simulator, paste it in, messenger selected for this, more options, select the welcome message that you have, welcome message, and brand color if you want. So Elite Dental has a bluish theme, so that's fine. Now we're going to get the link, and this is what you would send them. So I'm going to show you what they see when you click on this. When they click on this link that you provided them, they're greeted with their own website. But what is that on the bottom right-hand corner? Well, it seems to be a web chat. Ooh, start chat, continues Asta. So first of all, it has my entire conversation from what I discussed with it on Facebook itself. Now, I want you to keep in mind that Meta is removing the chats on websites gone, right? So that's going to be a huge deal. Now, the amazing thing about this is this chatbot can be embedded into any website. This is going to be extremely high in demand. I mean, you're so early, it is ridiculous. But however, though, they can look at this right now and they can say, hey, my tooth hurts. And they can see what it would feel like for a customer speaking to their system online. As you can see, here you go. Everything is right here. So it gives them a real feel for it. This in itself is extremely powerful, and we've seen fantastic results from providing this and an amazing response from customers who we have reached out to, and an amazing response from potential clients who we have reached out to with this. Now let's remove this. There's a quick overview on that. Now let's quickly go over to analytics. As you can see, 2 contacts, gives you all of the information, messenger, web chat, everything is right here. But this is why it's so absolutely valuable, right? Let's say, for example, a business owner, extremely busy, he needs to focus on what's important for him, which is running the business. He has staff members for dedicated tasks, they have social platforms or a website, and they have a bunch of incoming messages. The issue? They're not being responded to quickly enough. Some not even being responded to at all. And understandably, some people message the page on a website with irrelevant questions. I mean, straight up trolls. It happens. So it can be very difficult for the business owner to deal with that. Now, what a lot of business owners actually do is they get a staff member that they have to also respond to messages that are coming in. And so this individual is now stressed out because he has to do his main job and do this on the side as well. And it's, wearing down on both ends. The quality of his performance are not peak performance on either side. So that's already a huge negative. The second thing is, if he does decide to get dedicated team members for this, what will happen is he'll have to pay a bunch of extra money. I Googled earlier and I found that the average monthly income is about $6,000. Now, I don't know how true that is, but let's say, for example, the average monthly income is about $3,000, correct? And let's say he's got one guy doing this and he's responding to comments on Facebook, responding comments on the ads, responding to all the messages. If you have 300 to 400 messages coming into your business or your client's business, it's extremely difficult to respond to all of them at a very, quick pace pretty much while having a bunch of quality responses. It's just not possible for one individual. And for those who say 300 to 400 messages is not really realistic for most businesses, I work with a pretty small business, for example, that receives 4,000 messages. I mean, 400 different connections, but 4,000 messages. And so, yes, it is very possible. Our, the ads that are being run, comments, 3.8 thousand comments, a bunch of engagement here and there. It would cost an arm and a leg to have a dedicated team for this. So that is one thing. If you can go to a business owner and explain to them, look, this system will respond to all of your customers' questions because those are extremely important. The reason why the customer is messaging your page and asking these questions is because there is some, gap, some room of uncertainty about the product or service that needs to be filled by having their questions answered before they can make a purchase, an educated decision on purchasing the product or service. So when they're messaging your business and they're not getting a response, and they message the next business, which does get them a response because they have the AI system implemented, then they're obviously going to go with that business because they've obviously kept their needs and answered all their questions and they know what they're getting there. So that's where they're going. So these things are very important. Engagement on the ads, engagement on the posts are also extremely, extremely important. Community management. You can have your system set up in a way that responds to every single comment that comes in. Person comments on your Facebook page, you can have the bot respond to any comments with the answer, like their comment, and then DM them privately, initiating a conversation to possibly converting these individuals as customers, paying customers. And so that in itself is extremely valuable. And everyone who's engaging with your page and your service is being treated like an absolute king or queen. I mean, they're getting instantaneous responses, very friendly, always ready to help. Regardless if they're rude, if they're extremely rude, the chatbot is not going to have an outlash at them. It's going to simply just very politely say, I'm really sorry, we do not condone this. If there's anything I can help you with, please let me know. And so you take so many things out of the equation, such as staff members, having a bad day, which is a human thing. It's completely, there's nothing wrong with that. Having a bad day and then being hit with something like, a really negative comment or a negative message from a customer, and they are now frustrated and they let out their frustration on the customer and say something. This customer can take a screenshot and upload it all over social media, and your brand now has a strike. It's definitely not something you want to have as a business owner or an agency owner. So from those perspectives, this is extremely valuable. This has a built-in e-commerce section where you can actually have products listed on, payments taken. Another amazing thing this can do is you can set up the bot for NLDC, Natural Language Data Collection. And this is pretty much where an individual is interested in booking an appointment, right? So let's say, for example, this individual is interested in booking an appointment. The bot picks up the intent that the user is interested in a booked appointment. We've answered all the questions. The bot picks up, okay, they want to book an appointment, take it to the next level. And so the bot will then start the process. It will ask them their name, their phone number, their email, what's wrong with them. Take the information, save it, put it into a Google Sheets, and schedule the appointment in your customer's Google Calendar. And so if they say, for example, Tuesday 4 p.m. and the bot picks up that slot is filled, it will say, oh, I'm really sorry, that slot is unfortunately not available. However, though, these are available slots to choose from, and provided an alternative. So that is absolutely mind-blowing. The fact that AI can do that, just converse with the human, completely normal, take the information, put into a Google Sheet for you to reference, book them into a Google Calendar. This is so much value. And again, as I said, with Meta taking away the web widget, this is going to be a gold mine for you. We have Discord and Facebook group. I highly suggest that you join these two. The communities have a zero policy for negativity. It is purely a safe haven for you to learn, for you to communicate with others, network, and build your business up. That's the entire idea of having these communities. Now, you get 3 days free trial, and then you have to upgrade with $49 a month, API key and everything included. This is, I personally would suggest for you to join our communities, watch a bunch of tutorials, watch a bunch of videos, get to know the platform a bit more, and then jump into this, create a trial. If you have a customer who is interested, 3 days should be more than enough to put a very basic bot for them together, show them, they're going to be impressed, trust me. Like I said previously, what I usually do is I actually calculate how many staff members do they have dedicated for this. If they have dedicated staff for this, it's perfect for you, because they're probably paying $6,000 to $12,000 a month just for 2 staff members. And so with this in mind, you can pretty much say, look, this does everything they do. This is 24/7, 365 days a year at 40% cheaper, and you're still making a fat bag of that, right? If they don't have dedicated staff and they're a bit wary about it, there's 2 things you can do to get them on board. One is give them a 3-month trial where you pay the $49. You swallow that cost because you can provide the value. There is no doubt about it. The customer sometimes is just a bit hesitant. They don't really want to spend, $300 or whatever it is that you choose to charge them. So showing them the value first sometimes is the best way to go. The second thing would be, if they don't have dedicated team, explain to them that, look, you have a staff member who's doing both. The quality of his work may not be the best on both ends because he's being stretched thin. And this is going to enable him to do his job, improve the work environment, have it stress-free, everyone's happy, and your socials are all taken care of automatically for a fixed price. That's never going to ask for a raise unless you want additional add-ons. So these are some of the points that I would bring across to your clients. And I believe this will be more than enough to get them on board. Now for the bonus run. So I started my SME agency, a few years back, and I learned my Facebook ads straight up from YouTube. And for graphics and things like that, I used Fiverr for the ad creatives, right? It's very hard to find very good gigs that generate you amazing ad creatives at a low budget, because when you're starting out, you don't have a bunch of money. I started off with pretty much nothing. I just made sure that I had a Facebook page, put all of my testimonials and case studies and whatnot on there, so at least there's something. And I used Fiverr for my ad creatives. The Facebook ads I learned myself through YouTube. Literally, you can learn all of the basics in one single day on Facebook ads and just start. Just start. That's the main important part. For your business name and your logo, use Canva, use OpenAI. That is something that you can change later on down the line if that is what you want. Don't spend too much time on that. Honestly, I've seen people spend months on doing that. If you want, now I'm also going to link down below the link to the gig that I used when first starting out for my ad creatives, so that you can have a look at that. It is $5 per ad creative, so the cheapest I found anywhere, and also the quality of it are extremely good. So keep that in mind. I'm not affiliated with this gig whatsoever, so I'm just letting you know. So as you can see, unfortunately, my light has died on me. I'm not going to stop this video. I'm just going to continue. I believe there's enough light for this to be completed. So I started out with Facebook ads, and the idea was to have it for message conversions and then have those converted into clients. And so I believed that that is the easiest way moving forward, because message leads are very, very easy to get and a lot cheaper than some of the others, at least in my opinion. And that's what I went for. Now, responding to all these messages was a huge pain for me when I was first starting out. So this became an absolute lifesaver when I came across it. I run it for that. The messages come in, they get converted by the AI system, and voila, you have an amazing system going for you. Now, for those of you who are brand new to SMA and you're stuck with picking a niche, that is something I've seen countless agency owners being stuck on literally for months and months on end. I would say pick one that has a high average order value. Okay, high AOV is what you want to go for. Something like kitchen renovations, home renovations, solar, something that purchases will bring in, 10, 20, 50 grand or $5,000 or $2,000. It's a hell of a lot easier to generate amazing results for your customers if you have something like that. Rather than going for a business that has a product that costs $25, you're going to have to sell a bunch if you want to make anywhere near $1,500 a month, right? Now that's just agency side. For AI chatbots, if you're pretty just selling AI chatbots, what I do is, if I can, I go to all of the businesses in my area. I ask to speak with, whoever's in charge, create a demo for them, or ask if they'd be interested in a demo, and explain why it is so important to have the system in place of what they currently have and how it is beneficial to them. So that's one thing that I do. Another thing for reaching out is looking for businesses that have amazing websites, high rating, no web chat. Those ones are pretty golden. Email them, find the email them, or give them a call if you can, and see if there is something they would be interested in. Even if it's just a demo, ask them if they would just be interested in a demo, risk-free. If it's something they like, give them a good pricing, $300, $400, $300 even, sometimes if you have to. I personally don't charge anything below $500 for any of my chatbots because they are so valuable. Now, you can also charge anywhere up to $10,000 depending on what the industry is and what problem you're solving. But again, reaching out to clients, if they have a dedicated team, find out how much they're currently paying for all of this that you can solve and give them a 40% discount on what they're currently paying. And they'll be more than happy to go with whatever it is that you're offering. Seriously, my agency personally, AI chatbots have been absolutely phenomenal. I've been through all the different platforms, ManyChat, VoiceFlow, BotPress, and a bunch of others I don't even remember the names of. And having a foundation for something like this is very important. Chatbot Builder has not let me down, and I am 100% certain they never will. They've always improved gradually, putting new things on it, and they are outperforming any of the other platforms. I can say that by light years. So I'm definitely excited for what's yet to come with Chatbot Builder, and you should be too. Now, I know there is the whole AAA agency model, which is AI automation agency, and I have spoken to a lot of them, and one of the biggest issues I found is that some of them have, several AI services that they want to offer, but they can't really master any particular one of them. It's just kind of spread across, and it's kind of like mid-range. And so the customers are not always the happiest. I would say focus on one singular one, master it before you move on to anything else. Start with AI chatbots, because I'm telling you right now, if you don't take action now, you're going to regret this for the rest of your life. This is the same way you saw Bitcoin blow up, you saw NFTs soar, you saw all of these things take off. With this one though, you are early. This is the best time to get in. And so take the opportunity, ride this train, provide mass value, and generate amazing wealth. And, before you know it, you won't be having to do your 9-to-5 job, come home, scroll on TikTok and look at everyone living their absolute perfect lives. You will simply be there in the location you want to be, free of everything, looking after your family, looking after everyone around you, your loved ones. And that, I believe, is the goal. For me, at least, that is being free and being able to provide for those who matter around. So that is it from me. If you have any questions, please link them down in the comment section below. If you like this kind of stuff, you can subscribe if you want. That always helps me out. I mean, I'm not a massive YouTuber, so I got 200 subscribers. Thank you all for the amazing love. I appreciate every single one of you. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section below. I'll be sure to check them out. If you would like to like and subscribe, I leave that in your hands. If you found it valuable, you can do so. If you didn't, then don't even worry about it. If this video can help even one individual become extremely successful, then it has done its job and my time has been spent extremely well. So anyways, that is it from me. I'm going to leave all of the resources down in the description below, and I will catch you in the next video.